Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, we are going to discuss one introductory lecture about ethics paper. So guys, I have already uploaded 4 introductory lectures about ethics paper, in which I have discussed with you the entire syllabus of UPSC of ethics paper. And then we have discussed in ethics paper, there are 3 modules or 3 major parts of ethics paper, that is philosophy segment, psychology segment and administrative ethics segment. So what we are going to study in those philosophy segment, which thinkers, ideas we are going to study, in psychology segment what we are going to study in our app classes, and in administrative segment what we are going to study on our app classes, that I have discussed in those 4 introductory lectures. Okay, now in this lecture guys, I am going to discuss with you, okay, how to study this ethics paper. Okay, so this lecture guys will be in general. I am going to give you tips how you need to study ethics paper to get more marks, how you can optimize your performance. So if you are listening to this lecture on my app classes, okay, in my app classes, then guys next 150 hours I am going to discuss with you ethics ka syllabus, ethics ka content. But if you want to perform better and optimize and be more effective, okay, then what you need to do, that I wanted to discuss with you in the beginning. Okay, if you are listening to this on YouTube, then do check out my previous introductory lectures where I have discussed the UPSC ka syllabus. Okay, so in this lecture guys, I am going to discuss with you how to study general studies paper 4 ethics, integrity and aptitude. Okay, what you need to do whenever you listen to my app lectures, what steps you need to do, yeah, whenever you are studying ethics on your own, what you need to do, that I am going to discuss with you. So before, okay guys, you go in studying ethics paper, first you need to understand the requirement of ethics paper, or understanding requirements and expectation of UPSC from ethics paper. So guys, UPSC changed syllabus in 2013. They added this ethics paper. So on my YouTube guys, I have already uploaded one lecture, why UPSC changed syllabus. Okay, so do check out that lecture where I have discussed the recommendations of different committees or reports of different committees which led to this change in syllabus, like second ARC's recommendation, Nigwekar committee's recommendation, Kothari commission's recommendation. Many recommendations I have discussed there. So from those recommendations and why UPSC changed syllabus, once you understand, okay, then you will understand what UPSC expects from new aspirants or new civil servants that they are going to recruit. And same way guys, when they added ethics paper, okay, what they were expecting, what they were looking for. And one thing you will realize, that half of the ethics paper is a case study. You have the case studies is application oriented. Okay, no other paper is so much applied in orientation. Okay, section A may be UPSC may, where they will ask the questions. Okay, they are mostly reasoning based questions. They will never ask factual questions like history, geography, may write a short note on, or explain this theory or that theory. So mostly all questions are comparative in nature, reasoning in orientation. And that's why if you want to score good in ethics paper, then 2 things you need to keep in mind. Very good conceptual understanding of all the theories of ethics or whatever content you are studying from philosophy segment, psychology segment, administrative segment. And then guys, extremely good applied understanding. Half of the paper is case study, or more than half the paper is case study, and that's why applied understanding is important. And that's why in my introductory lectures, when I discuss syllabus, okay, I added these 2 words, conceptual and applied understanding of ethics paper. And whenever I will discuss in this app classes, next 150 hours, whatever theories I will discuss, I will try to give you maximum examples, okay, from day-to-day life, personal life, administrative, or from governance related examples. So whatever conceptually theory you are studying, okay, you will I will also try to give you its applied understanding. Okay, so first 2 requirements to deal with ethics paper is having good conceptual understanding and good applied understanding. And uske baad, okay, third thing is a moral reasoning. You should be able to do moral reasoning to solve the moral dilemmas, because all case studies are kind of moral dilemma. Or even in आपके section A में most of the time UPSC asks code based question. Every year they ask 3 code based questions. Okay, so in that code based question guys, you have to do the moral reasoning, what this code talks about, what is essence of this code, and on spot you have to explain, critically analyze that quote and explain your understanding of that quote. So you need to able to reflect on the quote, do the analytical thinking. You should be very good at doing moral reasoning, and that's why you need to develop this quality. Ethics paper is not like you read the notes and go there and directly start writing the content. Okay, just rote memorization is not going to help you in ethics paper. If you want good marks, then you need to do conceptual understanding, applied understanding, and you should be very good at moral reasoning. And at the same time, guys, see, I will take the when I teach in offline academies, I have to finish ethics in 60 hours. But in my app classes, there is no time limit for me, and that's why my classes will go more than 150 hours, where I will be discussing every topic of the syllabus very comprehensively. Okay, but guys, and with which I generally see 70-80% of question paper will be directly indirectly from our notes, from our classes, whatever discussion we had. Okay, 20-30% paper might be from outside. Okay, but koi aisa odd question if it comes, okay, doesn't matter, guys. We will have so much of discussion in the class that once you have proper conceptual understanding, applied understanding, you develop your moral reasoning, you develop dynamic thinking, then on spot, whatever question comes, okay, you will be or you should be very good at doing the reasoning, and you should be able to write the answer. And that's why you need to develop very good dynamic thinking. Let question come out of the syllabus, or question comes which we haven't discussed in the class, you still should be able to write something about it. Our competitive exam ka rule hai that if you want to get selected, if you want more marks, then solve those questions, guys, that others are not going to solve. Okay, so even if you don't know the answer, how to generate answer and write answer on spot, that is very important. Okay, to get good marks, get extra marks in competitive exam, and that's why this dynamic thinking is very important. So when question comes out of the syllabus, kind of thing, something we haven't discussed in our app classes, even then how to write answer, that also I will discuss with you in my app classes. So for example, in Assam State Civil Service के examination में ethics paper में they asked question about joint families are breaking and nuclear families are getting created, and what will be the impact of this on value system development. So when we discuss value system के lectures in our app classes, I will discuss with you value system so comprehensively, okay, that information that I will be giving you there, you should be able to use this information, reason little bit, okay, and on spot dynamically you should be able to generate the answer. And that's why developing these 4 qualities is very important: conceptual understanding, applied understanding, moral reasoning, and dynamic thinking. अब इसमें guys, this 2 part, conceptual understanding and applied understanding, okay, that totally I will deal with it. In my classes, I will discuss all theories extremely conceptually. I will solve all your doubts. Okay, I will give lot of examples to have a proper applied understanding. So this too, I will be doing that for you. I will give you lot of these examples to have better applied understanding. Okay, so these 2 things, okay, mostly will get covered in the app classes. But this moral reasoning and dynamic thinking part, guys, that you have to work upon. But how to do that, even I will give you the tips in this lecture. So conceptual and applied understanding. अब इसमें भी guys, whatever I am discussing in the class, if you have any doubts, you have my number. Okay, on the first slide or on the last slide there you have my number there. Okay, you can call me or drop me WhatsApp message regarding your question, whatever conceptual theory I am discussing in the app class. Okay, if you haven't got satisfied with the reasoning I used, if you have any technical doubt, anytime you can WhatsApp me, sir, I have this doubt on this topic, and I will, okay, explain you or I will answer you there on the WhatsApp, and if needed we will have the voice call. So mostly conceptual applied understanding will be taken care of. These 2 you have to develop. Now how to develop that, that's why I wanted to record this lecture, that is how to study ethics paper, how to study my app classes, that I wanted to tell you. So first guys, listen to all my app lessons very critically. Every statement that comes out of my mouth, you should be listening to that and thinking very critically about it. Okay, even if you disagree with my viewpoints, it's okay. Okay, but you should be having solid argument to disagree. And if you disagree with my viewpoints, you can WhatsApp me, tell me, sir, this is my argument, this is my evidences to support my argument, and we will have the debate and discussion there. So listen to every argument I make in the class very critically. Don't take me for granted. Then only you will be able to develop this moral reasoning. You will be able to have much better conceptual understanding. Okay, then uske baad, so evaluate all the arguments I use. Okay, very critically. या thinker के भी कोई statement है, think positives about it, think negatives about it, pros cons. So every argument, every statement I make, listen it carefully, critically analyze and evaluate. Okay, so एक लेक्चर सुनने में आपको 1 घंटे का भी लेक्चर सुनने में आपको 2-1 घंटे भी लगे, बट शांति से you should be listening to all the arguments. This paper is, I told you guys, extremely reasoning oriented, application oriented. They are not going to ask you straightforward question, and that's why you need to develop your own critical analysis, your own critical thinking. Then uske baad guys, whenever I am discussing or you are listening to my app classes or whatever notes I am giving you, whenever you are reading this app notes, one thing you need to do is list of value loaded terminologies. Now guys, ethics paper and essay paper mein you can score 140 150. Even in GS paper mein, if you want to score good, you need to have very good linguistic skills. Okay, your writing skills should be very good. Your English, if you are writing in English, that should be very good. And that's why guys, because 1750 marks ka, it's a writing, all means is all about writing. So you need to have very good writing skills, and if you want to develop your good writing skills, okay, then you should be very good at using value loaded terminologies, not only in ethics but even in GS paper. Okay, like asymmetric federalism, cooperative federalism, okay, this kind of normative thinking, principle of universality, categorical imperative. So in ethics paper maybe you have such a huge list of value loaded terminologies. And so whenever I am discussing my lectures, when you are listening to these lectures, have a separate एक notebook जिसमें you just only go on writing this value loaded terminologies कि ethics, morality, okay, Kohlberg stages of moral development, categorical imperative, okay, knowledge without character, science without humanity. So as you are listening to my app classes, you should be making this value loaded terminology your own list of at least 400-500 words. Okay, you should be continuously reading that value loaded terminology list, and you should be using most of these terms in your answer. इससे फायदा ये होता है guys, ऐसे ethics paper are very lengthy to write. So more you use value loaded terminologies, then you don't have to then write in a very descriptive format. You will be able to write answers in very less words, so you will be able to cover most of the paper. Now mostly guys, students call me and say after ethics paper, sir, एक case study रह गई, 2 case study रह गई. If you are not able to solve 1 or 2 case studies, you are not able to solve 30-50 mark का paper. This is a very huge damage. And that's why to finish paper on time, this is also very important. And that's why whenever you are listening to my app classes, okay, you need to focus or do this list of value loaded terminologies. Now see guys, I can spoon feed you and I can give you, I already have this value loaded terminological list. Okay, when my wife was preparing, then that time I made this list for her, value loaded terminologies that she can quickly revise before exam. Okay, so this value loaded terminological list I can give you ready made, but then there is no point, okay, of me giving you ready made. If you work on this list yourself, you make the list on your own, okay, that will be, you write this list in your own handwriting, you will be able to remember it very well, and you will be able to use it very well. And when you make this list guys, then you will read my notes carefully, and you will note these words, and you will write these words very carefully, so you will remember them better way. So try to make your own list. Okay, so every lecture you listen, whenever you come across any new words, stoicism, epicureanism, middle path, eightfold path, okay, any such words from Hindu philosophy, Indian philosophy, like Kaivalya Gyan, Kevali, okay, Sat Sat Viveka Buddhi, eudaimonia, many such words that I will keep throwing in the class. Okay, you should try to make a list of those words. So every lecture, even I am discussing some question with you, okay, question answer writing practice, if I use some subheadings Okay, then in those subheadings there are some value loaded terms. Even while in a description of an answer, I might be using some value loaded terms to reduce my answer to less words. So you need to note down even those words and make this list of 500 words value loaded terms. Okay, so that will tremendously improve your productivity, your answer writing. Then uske baad guys, apply examples to day-to-day life and to governance. So whenever I am discussing any theory or I am discussing any concept of administration, psychology, philosophy, then guys, I told you I will be giving you lots of example from my personal life, from day-to-day life, from governance, administration, lot of examples. Now you should also be thinking that how this theory applies to your life, or experiences that you had in your personal life, how these theories apply to these ideas. If you are on a road and some beggar comes begs you, asks for money, food, etc. Okay, you should be able to reason it morally, ethically. Should I give this beggar money or not? Will that help him or not? What is the cost benefit analysis? Okay, is it my duty to help him? Okay, even if I help him, will it solve his problem universally? So कोई भी चीज हो, okay, you should be able to do this moral reasoning. आप किसी होटल में भी जाते हो, कहीं शॉप में कुछ खरीदते हो, and you don't ask for a bill receipt. Okay, then in that case you should be able to reason it. If everyone start doing that, what are the pros, cons, etc. Should I be, if he asks me to pay the money in cash, should I pay him money in cash or not? So just whatever you are studying in ethics paper, guys, start applying to your day-to-day life. Okay, start doing this reasoning. If your friend comes to you asking for some suggestion, consults, wants your opinion on some moral dilemma, you should be able to reason it very well. And that's why this apply examples to day-to-day life, this thing you have to do. Then only, I told you, I will discuss with you conceptually these theories. I will give you examples to develop applied understanding. But if you want to develop your own moral reasoning, you need to do this self-study. Whatever thinkers' ideas I am giving you, okay, you should start looking at the world from the prism of those theories. Then guys, what did you comprehend? This is very important. That's why I have written in this in yellow and in capital. Write down your thought process. Okay, so what did you comprehend? Write down your thought process. So this thing you have to do, guys. Okay, very important thing you have to do. First, I told you, whenever you listening to my app classes, make a list of this value loaded terminologies. Now you listen to this app classes very carefully. Okay, then first thing you have to do, forget about PYQ'S, forget about anything else. Take a blank paper, okay, and write down what you learned in this today's class of mine. Okay, don't look for my notes, don't look listen to the lecture. Whatever you have listened in my classes, whatever new idea I give you, write down in your own words. Okay, even like for example, you studied topic of ethics and morality. Okay, in my class, comparison between ethics and morality. You listen to this entire lecture. Then first thing you have to do, what did I learn in this lecture? Okay, so how ethics is different than morality, your own understanding. It might be wrong, it might be close to what I have told you in the class, but after every lecture, guys, just write down your thought process. Okay, what you learned in today's lecture, 100-150 word mein, every lecture that I am going to discuss in my app classes, after listening to that one lecture, okay, write your understanding, what knowledge gain you had, okay, what thought process you develop, what concept you learned about, okay, what application of that DA concept, how it applies, or what example I give. Explain those examples in your own words. Your critical analysis that you write down. This is very important, guys, because this is going to develop, okay, your moral reasoning, your dynamic thinking, okay, and you will be able to critically analyze. You will start doing this critical analysis of all the lectures. And once you do this sincerely for those next whatever lessons I have uploaded, okay, till end of the class you follow this sincerely, that after every lecture you will write your mind or whatever thought processes you have in your mind after listening to that lecture, you write on a paper. Okay, you need not evaluate that. Okay, you need not worry whether it is right or wrong, but just keep on writing whatever comes to your mind. It will develop your writing practice also tremendously and will develop this critical analysis. तो ये दो चीजें are most important guys. After listening to every lecture, okay, 100-150 words में what you learned in that lecture, what you comprehended, okay, that you write down. And while listening to the lecture, okay, if there is any value loaded terminology, make a list of those terminologies. These two things guys, do it sincerely, okay, it will tremendously enhance your output, your performance, and you will be able to get lot out of this app classes. और उसके बाद guys PYQ analysis. Okay, now after listening to this lecture guys, lessons, I will be uploading lot of PYQs कि this were the previous year questions asked by UPSC or state civil services, and उसका जो answer है I will also be giving. If I write the answer, how I will format the answer, how will I will introduce the answer, how will write main body, how I will write the conclusion, how will I will add solution, how I will interpret suffixes, everything I will discuss with you. So after listening to my topic guys, okay, you also okay analyze previous year ethics के papers, okay, and then write down the answer to those questions. Do some naive answer writing. तो हर lecture कोई ethics related, morality related, okay, you get the you study the topic, then just Google, okay, previous year ethics questions on ethics, morality, etc. Okay, तो वो जो questions हैं, okay, try writing your answer. You can send them to on WhatsApp to me for evaluation. I will give you the feedbacks. But whatever you are studying in the app classes, you should be doing this PYQ analysis. कि what kind of question UPSC is asking and whatever I am discussing in the class, okay, how you can use this data to answer those. Okay, so along with the classes, keep focus on PYQs also. So whatever you are studying, you have to study it from the with the perspective of PYQs. So how UPSC is asking question and whatever I am teaching, okay, how to bridge this gap. So you should be doing this PYQ analysis, and most of the PYQs I will be uploading in my app classes for you also. And then last guys, so after you do all these things guys, okay, one thing you have to remember guys, I have uploaded on YouTube one lecture, 33% rule up for UPSC. So coaching or guidance guys is just 33%. Okay, that doesn't whatever coaching class you will be joining offline, online, success, that whatever information you are getting, it is going to help you up to max 33%. उसके बाद 33% is your hard work, your consistency, your commitment. Okay, whatever tips I gave you, how much you sincerely, okay, follow them. Okay, making this value loaded terminology list, writing or comprehending and writing it down sincerely, okay, doing this moral reasoning, etc., doing this PYQ analysis, okay, 33% is your hard work, your consistency, your commitment with which you study for UPSC, and 33% is guys strategy. You need to study everything with the strategy. So after listening to my app classes, you might score 80, 90, 100. But taking these marks to 150 is very important, for which you need a strategy, feedback. You need to do a lot of answer writing. You need to join the test series, get feedback that how you are applying thinkers wrongly, how you can make answer better, how you are whether you are when comprehending suffixes, you are understanding suffixes properly or not, whether you are interpreting question properly or not. And you need to get these feedbacks whether on essay paper, ethics paper, optional paper. And for that purpose guys, follow test series. Okay, so after my app classes, okay, I will also be launching continuously test series of ethics as well as of essay papers. So do enroll for that. Okay, so definitely, and I don't like to hire someone, some assistant, and ask him to evaluate papers. Okay, I evaluate all the papers personally, and that's why guys, I give feedback to the students personally, and that's why I don't want to get this evaluated from someone else. So I have limited capacity to do this paper evaluation. So I will be prioritizing definitely my app students. Okay, so if you are app student, then definitely I will be okay. I will give you admission for those test series. You will be prioritized first, then other students who are not the app class students. So do join for that test series also. Get feedback, get your answers evaluated. Okay, that is more crucial part. okay, because everyone who is listening to my app classes is going to and if he is writing ethics ka paper, it's not possible that everyone will be scoring 150, okay, because this answer writing thing is also very important, okay. So remember these points, okay, before studying ethics paper, what you need to do. This paper is totally different, its requirement is totally different. So understand, okay, what UPSC is expecting and study accordingly, okay. You will definitely get a good marks. Just understand your enemy. That is the half the battle. Once you understand his strength and weaknesses, and so same way understand requirement, what UPSC is expecting, okay, and study with the strategy. So this strategy of how to study ethics paper, that I have discussed with you. So thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned and enjoy the app classes. Thanks for listening.